Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we are going to review RevolVR 3, a game released on the Steam store February 23rd, 2021 by developer Neverboard. It's available for all the major VR headsets. It normally retails for $14.99. I got a free Steam key through the Steam Creator Connect program to review this game. I tested this game out on the Oculus Quest 2 using the Oculus Link cable. RevolVR 3 is basically a online multiplayer casual shooter set in a robotic wild west. It's basically just missing Will Smith, and this game basically makes Wild Wild West the movie seem like a really good movie in comparison. RevolVR 3 basically consists of 3 different parts currently. Those 3 parts are the online shooter, the bottle target competition, and the Russian roulette. You can play them all single player, but there's also an online multiplayer facet to each of them. The bottle target competition has a leaderboard to see who can get the lowest time for knocking down all the targets. You can also do the Russian roulette solo, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It really is a social component, so you need other players to really make it fun. If you play it by yourself, you're basically just going to shoot yourself, and that makes 0 sense. Finally, you have the highlight of the game, which is the online shooter. Now, you can play solo because there are bots. However, it's obviously more fun with other players. It's a very simplified online shooter. You're basically stationary in a single spot unless you die, and basically you can duck down, you can get behind cover, and you're supposed to just shoot the other players. You have to be very accurate though, because they can also get behind cover, and you basically need to get your headshots because the time to kill on body shots just is too long in this mode, so that's part of the challenge. There's basically 3 different rounds, and you go to a different map for each round, so the whole point of this online mode is basically to get behind cover and be very accurate as fast as possible with enemies possibly in different areas. When you kill an enemy, they just go automatically to a different spot, and you just don't know when they're going to spawn. As soon as you spawn though, you kind of be ready to shoot, and that can be quite dangerous when you're spawning in and trying to get your bearings and you have other players already targeting you. RevolVR 3 is running on the Unreal Engine. On my RTX 3080, I was getting a steady 90 frames per second. There are no graphical settings for this game. I wish there were some. The settings for this game are pretty paltry. You don't have that many options, and there is no locomotion from within the games. However, in the hub area, the saloon, you can teleport around, and you also have snap turning available. You can also manually duck down in this game to get under cover, but you can also press the grip or grab button to crouch down your avatar. There's only one weapon in this game. Basically, you have 2 hand revolvers, and that's it. It also auto reloads. You don't manually reload it. Honestly, I did not like the feel of these revolvers. To me, it just didn't have the right impact. It wasn't fun shooting them. It was just too arcadey for my taste. And I can't recommend this game because I just had too many issues, and I felt the gameplay was just too simple. This is really outdated gameplay. If this game were free to play back in 2016, 2017, it might have been something really good, but now in 2021, it's really lackluster, and if it were free to play, I might give it a 5 out of 10 neutral recommendation, but for 15 bucks, I think that's a crazy price to ask for, given the quality of the product, which is like very outdated. The game was a little bit buggy also, and it just has very little content on top of that, so I really can't recommend this game. Let me talk about some of the bugs that I encountered. There was a loading bug in this game. I'm not sure what happened, but several times when I tried starting up this game, I would just have an endless loading screen, and I would just have to quit, restart, try again, and then I would get the endless loading screen again. I tried during different times of the day that seemed to solve my issue, but it was pretty frustrating when it happened. I also got issues with the teleportation where it didn't seem to want to work during certain times. There were like certain areas where it just didn't want to go into. I had troubles just sitting down on the Russian roulette table where you're supposed to just be able to teleport into the seat and automatically sit. And finally, you'll see that at the end of this video, my screen just goes black and the game stops playing. So there's 3 rounds in the multiplayer. You can't really tell from the video, but you do see it go black, and you can just take my word for it that it stayed black for about 3 minutes later. That's when I just decided to quit the game. It was obviously bugged out and wasn't going to work. Lastly, there just aren't enough players. Yes, I did see a few players. I think I saw a maximum of 3 players in the lobby, and as far as the multiplayer, I think I had a max maximum of one other player playing against me. And the developer is doing some kind of giveaway where it's giving away Steam gift cards for people to play this game, and there still aren't that many players playing it. So I don't think that's a very good sign as far as the player population for this game. So overall, I just cannot recommend this game. This is not a good game. The gameplay is just too simple, it's outdated, and there's several issues here. Quality of life issues, such as the teleportation being bad, there being no other options for locomotion, only having snap turning, and the overall lack of content here. There's only really 3 modes for 15 bucks for a game that I don't believe there will be a player population after this giveaway is over. So if I have to rate RevolVR 3, I would give it a 4 out of 10. If it were free to play, I might give it a neutral recommendation, but for 15 bucks, I think that's crazy. The quality does not match the price, so I don't recommend it. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. If you like my review, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.